welcome to my channel. My name is Kiki and it is time to make crafting fun. Let's start with this sign, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove that twine. I got this sign a long time ago from Walmart and I made it a kitchen sign, but now I'm gonna paint it in white using my Waverly white chalk paint, and I'm gonna paint it completely just like this, covering everything so we can make it beautiful again. And then I'm gonna take some blue paint and I'm gonna just smear that or blend it with the white like this. And look at that, it's looking so beautiful. Those colors look beautiful mixed together. After we finish with that mixing and blending, we're gonna let it dry like this, and then we're gonna take these decal I made on my Cricut, and it says beach, and we're gonna add it over here like this. And that one was a sign from the wedding section at Walmart, but you can use anything from Dollar Tree if you want. Now that we have our decal, I'm gonna bring back the twine and I'm gonna put the twine back. Just let me cut this end, get it over here, just pass it through, and then make a knot over here. You can leave it like this, but I wanted to add this beautiful arrow from Dollar Tree that I made, and it says this way, and I'm gonna staple that to the back just like this. And this was the arrow I had on the sign before when it was kitchen sign. But you can find those at Dollar Tree. You staple that, and let me show you. Look at this cutie. This sign is beautiful. The camera isn't making it any justice. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it, because I'm loving it. And this is part of the Esto es lo mío, or This Is My Thing collab that I'm hosting with Maria from Yetra Khreacioness, and also this month we have Daysi from Daysi DIYs. In the description box down below, you're gonna find the links to both of their channels and also to the playlist, so you can go and check out what everyone else created. Now let's take this sign from Dollar Tree, and I remove all the front paper, and now I'm gonna take some of that white Waverly chalk paint again, and I'm gonna paint it completely on that white color, and we're not gonna let it dry, and I love that, and you know me. Now I'm gonna take this Atlantis paint from Walmart. Those are the apple barrel paints from Walmart, and I'm just blending that one with my white so we can get a beautiful like ombre effect, just like that, blending it really nicely so it looks beautiful, but it's like fading out to the white color. And as you can see, now I'm painting the top of our sign like that, and I'm gonna continue blending those colors until they look beautiful and they are seamless. And now I'm gonna add a little bit more of that Atlantis beautiful color paint and continue blending away until I have it finished. Now I'm gonna let it dry, but first I'm gonna work on with this, and those are stir sticks that I cut to the size of my frame. You don't have to miter them, you can just cut them square and it's the same. Now I'm gonna take some of this antique wax from Waverly. You know me, I love this stuff. And I'm gonna paint it like this, using it as a stain. And I'm gonna do that to all of them. Then I'm gonna let them dry so we can assemble our beautiful sign. And now that everything is dry, I'm gonna start gluing those to the sides using my hot glue. I know you can't see me now because I was out of frame. I'm sorry, but you will see how I just glue all of the other sticks or frame. And then I'm gonna continue just doing this like this. So we have a beautiful frame for our beautiful sign. And then when we have all of that, I'm gonna bring this awesome decal that I made on my Cricut. You can use stickers, you can use rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree if you want, but I made this decal and I'm gonna add it over here like this. I know you can't see the words, but I'm gonna show you, don't worry. And now I'm gonna remove the transfer tape And this is a struggle. I struggle every time. So if you're like me, hit the thumbs up and let me know that you struggle with your transfer tape too. And now I'm going to remove that transfer tape really slowly, easily, steady, so we don't lose any of our beautiful letters. And after I do that, I'm going to add a little bit extra because you know me, I love me, my extra. And the extra stuff is this beautiful sun, okay? It's this beautiful sun that I made also on my Cricut. You can add a sticker. And I'm going to add it over here. And after that, we remove that transfer tape and we have the most beautiful sign. Now I'm going to show you so you can see it completely. And here you have it. Isn't this the most beautiful sign ever? I'm in love with it. Let me know what you think in the comments below because you know me, I'm biased. If you like modern farmhouse decor and lots of silly jokes, subscribe because that's what I do here. And hit the thumbs up and share this video with a friend because that really helps to support my channel. Also, go and check me out on my social media so we can be friends over there and have lots and lots of fun together. Last DIY, we are going to use these dowels that you see here. Those are two of the thin ones, one square, and this thicker one that I'm going to change a little bit later. But all of those are from Walmart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure them so I can cut them using this awesome miter shears that I got from Amazon. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them to the square dowel in the middle. And I'm going to glue those to the square dowel, but just stick with me. I was in a learning curve over here. So I'm going to put them like this, then I'm going to remove them, then I'm going to just bring them a little bit lower. And that will be it. Now I'm going to cut the excess, and I'm going to change the dowel, as you can see, for another one that's a little bit thinner. And then we're going to glue that to the base or the thicker dowel like this, making some weird contraception. And then I'm gonna cut the top one, and as you can see, we got it unglued, but I glued it again. And now I'm taking some antique wax and we're gonna stain this beautifully using that antique wax all around, front, back, sides, corners, everything. We're gonna stain everything of this weirdy thingy that we made. But don't worry, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna make with this weirdy thingy. Now we're gonna let it dry really nicely, and we're gonna come back, and this is a piece of an old jean. And what I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of hot glue to the back so I can glue that to the piece of the jeans that I have here. You can use any fabric. And now what I'm doing is I'm just cutting triangles to the sides like this. And guess what? We're making a sailboat. And I'm just cutting the excess just like that. Then I'm gonna take my tape, and this was a little bit of a struggle because the tape wasn't working with me. But what I did is I made lines across one of the sides, so I have a beautiful line stripes pattern over here like this. Now I'm gonna take Atlantis, the same paint, and we're gonna paint those lines like this all around. And as you see, I'm using a lot of that paint because we're talking about jeans over here, and that won't paint really easily, so you need good amount of paint so you can paint that fabric. We're gonna continue doing that until we have covered all of those stripes. And then, when we have all of that, we're gonna go to the most awesome part of this, removing that tape. Let me just finish, and now we're gonna start removing it. And it's so awesome because look at that, no bleeding. Now I'm taking white from Waverly and the back of a sponge brush, and I'm just making dots. And if you wanna make a beautiful polka dot pattern, just make like diamond shape with your dots like this, and you have a beautiful pattern. Now I'm taking some twine, and I'm gonna go around our triangle with that twine like this. Really easy, really beautiful, so we can frame that part with the twine. And I'm going to repeat that to the other side. So like that, we cut the excess, go back to the other side, and we start doing the same thing to the polka dot side. Like that. We're going to continue just adding that beautifully like this. And when we finish, we cut the excess like this, and then we're going to move on to making a beautiful flag for the top. And for that, I'm using this beautiful fabric or burlap ribbon. And I decided I wanted a smaller flag, so I'm just cutting it in half, dovetailing it, and now I'm gonna glue it like this. Then I'm gonna add a piece of the dowel that we used for the bottom like this, the smaller one. And I'm gonna glue that to the top, and that will be it for this cutie. And let me show you, here we have it, looking so beautiful. I'm gonna just use this one on my son's bedroom, as well as everything that I made today because he's stealing them. And now you can see all of them together once more. I'm in love with all of these, but as I told you, my son is taking them from me. So they're gonna go to his bedroom. But they are beautiful. Let me know in the comments below what you think about all of them. And remember that in the description box down below, I'm gonna leave you the link to the playlist and also to Maria's and Daisy's channel, so you can go and check them out, and also go and check out the playlist. I know you're gonna find lots of beautiful things there. And remember that if you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe so you can keep on watching these type of videos. Take care. Bye-bye.